Welcome to the Holy Hour. I'm Amelia Sampson.
And I'm Liz Ball. And it's our birthday! Hey. We thought it was last week, but...
It turned out we just recorded our first episode.
Yeah.
Last week would have been 2 years, but we released.
2 years today, when this is coming out on Friday.
What is that, the 10th?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
The 10th.
Ah, we love a Gemini, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Amelia's a Gemini. The podcast is a Gemini.
My birthday, when you're listening, my birthday was 2 days ago. My birthday was Wednesday. It's the final year of my 20s. And I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I've been putting together like what my weekend's gonna look like, because Liz knows this, but I hate celebrating my birthday. Celebrating the pod's birthday is a different story. I'm living
Amelia
for this.
Hates celebrating her birthday, and then she also loves Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving food.
Yes. Cute.
I told Mr. Liz that you don't like your birthday, but you like love Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And how one year your mom made you
like
a Thanksgiving dinner. He was like, "That's so cute." It is really cute.
I was trying to think about, because like I don't like the history of Thanksgiving, obviously, like it's fucked up.
You like the food.
I love the food, but I love holidays that there's no requirement to have a good time. So like I've been getting better at liking Halloween because it's so close to Liz's birthday. You're literally the only reason that I like don't dread October now.
I get to be a spooky bitch. I want everyone to be a spooky bitch. Mm-hmm. That's my dream.
I feel that. That's like a good thing to want everyone to have. But anyway, today is our birthday, and we were trying to figure out what to do to celebrate.
We are going to play Truth or Drink.
I'm really scared.
Wait, I do have a couple of thought starters that have just been weighing on me that I want to share.
Please.
So I watched Top Gun for the first time last week.
Oh, Miles Teller.
And no, the old one.
Oh.
The original Top Gun. Never seen it.
What? How'd you feel?
It's definitely cheesy, but it's such a gay movie. I wanted it to be like very blatantly gay. I'm gonna say this right now. There are about to be spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie from the 80s, Top Gun, with Tom Cruise,
just spoiler alert,
and Val Kilmer, then just like skip this for a few minutes. But okay, there's like no sexual tension between Tom Cruise and the lead woman, but the sexual tension between Tom Cruise and Iceman, palpable. And I'm saying this as someone who is seeing this for the first time. I was like...
She went in blind.
I want them to fuck. Like, because he was never a bad guy. Like, Iceman was never the villain. He was never the big bad. Like, he just... I don't know. That is my hot take. Like, they just had this, like, sexual dynamic of, like, who's going to be the Top Gun? And Tom Cruise is the guy who, like... is like Mr. Flirty Playboy, and then Iceman like is admiring him and like what a risk taker he is, but he's such a rule follower, so he like is attracted to that, but like also Tom Cruise putting people's lives at risk, which we learn later on. And then just Iceman just like he becomes the Top Gun, and like Tom Cruise, I don't know. What's Tom Cruise? What's his little
Goose?
No, Goose is his.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Why am I forgetting his fucking name? Maverick. There we go.
Fuck? Isn't that the name of the new? Pretty sure it's the name of the new film too. It's just Maverick.
It's Top Gun Maverick.
Yep.
Well, anyways, so when Maverick and Iceman have to like actually go into action. And then he's like, you could be my wingman anytime. I was like, they might as well have just fucked. Like,
yep.
This is a beautiful moment in history and the beginning of a love story.
Maybe.
It was such a gay movie, and you can't change my mind. Like, the the shirtless volleyball scene for no reason. They were all so sweaty the entire time. Just like drenched in sweat. I was like, why are they so wet?
You should write some Top Gun fanfic.
I'm sure there's plenty already. And maybe we can read some next episode.
Dramatic rating.
And then my other thought is I also watched A League of Their Own for the first time this weekend.
What? You went on like a whole classic.
Well, Mr. Liz wants to see the new Top Gun. So he's like, let's watch the old Top Gun because I'd never seen it. And then he's only seen it once. So I was like, let's watch that before we go and watch the new Top Gun. And then we wanted to watch something like lighthearted over the weekend. So I was like, I've heard A League of Their Own is really good. It's like a classic. So we like watched the preview and we're like, let's just watch this. And it was a good pick. But
I really love A League of Their Own.
A League of Their Own also needed to be gayer. I think it's homophobic that it wasn't more gay. Like there wasn't a single gay person. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Women playing baseball?
Well,
at least like 4 of them should have been gay.
I think if it was made today that there would have been more gay characters.
And I don't know. I think that was a lost opportunity to have like better like gay women. And then also I think Madonna's character could have been like a bisexual icon. She was my favorite character in the whole movie.
Tom Hanks was mine, which feels a little misogynistic.
Yeah, he sucked.
Tom Hanks could do anything, and I would be on his side.
That's fair.
There's no crying in baseball. I used to just scream that at people when I was a kid.
There's no crying in baseball.
What did that even mean to me as a child? They should have made Rosie O'Donnell gay because Rosie O'Donnell is gay.
Yeah, that's very obvious. When she was like talking about her shitty boyfriend.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, they're like, he's not very good looking, but like looks aren't the most important part. And she's like, yeah, the most important part is that he treats me bad and something else.
Damn.
And they're like, why are you with him? And she's like, I don't know.
That is the most like me.
But I think that's just kind of something we all experience.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to feel this way.
I'm hotter than him, but at least he has a bad personality.
Yeah. He has a bad personality and he treats me bad. Those were just my 2 hot takes of movies from the 80s and 90s. They should have been gay. I think everything should be a little gay.
I agree.
It's because it's weird when it's not a little gay, in my opinion.
It's also like more and more movies and shows need to have more gay characters without it being like the only part of their personality.
Yes. And
So
making it either like they're either like comic relief or a tragedy. Mm-hmm. They're like, this is the gay character. And then they come out to their family and their family disowns them. Like, yeah. Can we just have like normal representation?
Right. Or like the sassy gay best friend. It's like, all right, we're like, that trope has been done.
Yeah,
we get it. Can we move past that?
Can they have like, like normal plots and a deeper character development? All right, should we do these questions?
Yeah, but let me plug our socials because the listeners would be so sad if I didn't.
They'd be devastated.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at The Holy Hour. Email us your stories or just like anything funny you think of or like you just want to say hey. Mm-hmm. Just whatever. Just as long as it's nice. Email us at Holy Hour.
Only say nice things to us, please.
I'm really fragile.
Yeah.
Specifically these days. hoelyhourpodcast@gmail.com. Join our Patreon for early access and ad-free episodes. Join our Discord. It's cute. I know that's probably groundbreaking news. I don't say that every week, but I love is.
I'm lurking, you guys. I know you're listening, and I'm lurking. What you guys are saying.
It was popping off
They're
this week.
so funny. I know. I feel like there were a lot of messages this morning, but I don't have time to catch up on those. Mm-hmm. But we like to see what you guys are saying.
It fills my cup.
And also join the Patreon just to support if you can/want to. And if you don't, that's also great. Oh, also, fucking giant birthday announcement. We have new merch. It's live right now, today.
You said it live?
No. When it comes out, it'll be live.
I'm so sorry. I forget this isn't live. As we're recording it.
Our new merch will be out.
So for our birthday sode, we were going to play Truth or Drink, which I'm really excited about / nervous about. Liz found a million questions and I narrowed them down.
Who should start?
Let's do rock, paper, scissors.
for what, like
Whoever
who wins
loses
picks, or
who wins picks.
okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Are we just going in order, or are we skipping around?
No, we're gonna skip. We just get to ask whatever we want to from this list.
That stresses me out.
Okay, truth or drink. Did you ever try to steal your best friend's crush, like middle school?
Like not on purpose. We just had a crush on the same guy.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's just like,
that feels like
that's
the
middle
only
school
loophole
shit.
where
Yeah.
that's okay.
But it wasn't like I was like, I'm gonna get him and you're not. I would also keep all my shit to myself. I would never tell anyone I had a crush on anyone.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I do remember specifically in high school, this girl who I was friends with, she always had a crush on every single fucking guy. Any guy that was breathing around her, she had a crush on him. So it was like, of course I'm gonna have a crush on people.
Yeah. We all had friends like that.
Yeah, we did.
It's like calling dibs on everybody.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Not today.
And
Diane.
also it has to be reciprocated. Like,
yeah. Right.
So there were a couple of guys that I dated that she had a crush on, but it's just because she had a crush on everyone.
Yeah, right.
So it's not my fault.
No.
So I guess yeah, technically I did do that. Okay.
You know, good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I dated the one straight guy
In theater.
Yeah.
So everybody had a crush on him. Oh, Jesus.
That's not to say I didn't also have a crush on the gay boys. So
Oh my God. Wow. Relatable.
I was unaware for some reason.
We all were.
Has anyone ever caught you masturbating?
I think so. I was, oh my
I thought
God.
you were gonna, ooh, it's not too late to drink.
No, it's actually kind of a good story. And it's always been a big question mark in my life. So, when I first like found out how to masturbate, I was doing it all the time.
I think that's just part
I
of,
was like a pig in shit. And I said this on past episodes, but I had one of those like pillows that were kind of like, they had like the little beads in them, so they were like squishy, you know the ones?
mm-hmm.
And then there was like a little like vibrating egg in it, and I figured out you could take out the vibrating egg, and it felt good, and for whatever reason wouldn't close my door. And
Amelia.
Yeah, so how the house was laid out, it was my room in the corner, and then bathroom, and then my brother's room, and then when you would go down the stairs you could kind of see into my room. And my brother, I didn't know my brother was in his room, and he went to go downstairs while I was doing that, and there is a very good chance that he saw and just pretended like he didn't.
Were you like just not under the covers?
Nope, I was
like,
on top of the covers, fully clothed. Yeah.
doing your egg business?
Doing business with the egg.
What came first? You or the egg?
That was good.
Thanks.
Oh, man. So, yeah, my answer to that question is perhaps.
Perhaps.
But that's the only time that's ever happened.
I'm going to take a drink of this just because I want to.
Do it. I've been doing the same. Also, we should establish, we've decided that the rules to this, we also haven't been doing this.
Oh.
So we'll, from this point on, we'll assign an amount of drinks that the person has to take if they decide not to answer to it. Because, like, that's, that feels higher stakes. Mm-hmm. The stakes have never been higher. Never. Okay. You're going to answer these. This is actually a fun question.
When I was trying to source stuff for us, I was like, it's going to be hard for us to just not answer stuff because we've already, like, told you guys so much.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. That when Liz, like, came up with she was like, should we truth or drink? And then she was like, we're not going to drink at all.
I know.
because everybody knows everything about us. But this is still some things that
They're still fun.
we wouldn't ask each other otherwise.
True. True.
I changed my mind since I said that you would answer it because I see one that I want to ask instead.
Okay.
Okay, so if you don't answer this, you have to take 5 sips.
5 sips.
They don't have
Should
to
we
be gulps.
just call it like a 3-second chug? Is that fair?
5-second chug.
5-second chug. Okay.
What was the last thing you masturbated to?
I'm just trying to remember.
I actually don't know if I remember.
I feel like it was like an idea, like a fantasy, and I'm trying to remember what it was. I just have a thing with like looking up like public porn.
Yes.
I just think that's really hot. Like
Public where?
Honestly, like anywhere that is like you could get caught.
Hell yeah.
That's exciting to me. It's one of those things that like the idea I like, but I would never do it because I would just like hate that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel like everyone has something like that they're like, the idea of this is really hot. So I think it was that.
Okay. Okay.
But I can't be totally confident because so much has happened between now and then. I woke up, I worked.
And now I'm here.
Yeah. It's a busy day. It's a busy 24 hours.
Oh, man. Okay, cool. All right. Your turn.
Are you like, what is she going to pick?
Yeah, there's so many different types of questions on here.
Ooh, you know what? I like this. Truth or drink, Amelia?
Uh-huh.
Have you ever thought of someone else while you were having sex with someone?
Oh, 100%.
Do you care to go into detail?
Yes. Yes, I care to, and I will.
This is spicy.
I feel like toward the end of my relationship, I think that I was so thirsty for different sexual experiences and I was afraid to end things with him. So I was just like imagining different scenarios, with different people. Since then, since I've been having sex with, specifically when I was like sleeping with like multiple people in a week, like some of the sexual interactions were like a lot hotter than the ones that I was in at that moment. So I would like think back to those. I've almost said the wrong name before. I really truly thought that was something that just happens in movies, but no, when you're having
You've
sex
almost
with like
said the wrong name during sex.
Oh yeah. When I was sleeping with like 4 or 5 different guys, like almost all the time, because I would have to put myself into a mindset. But yeah, so not only were there a lot of them, but
don't say names when I'm having sex.
I realized, this is an anecdote. Oh, I got drinks with the dentist. That's a fun little update. That was a name. If you've been listening for a while, you've heard that name a long time ago. But him and I grabbed drinks with a mutual friend. Anyway, I bring this up to say, he says my name a lot when we're just talking, and there's something very sexy about that to me. He'll be like saying something funny that happened, and he'll be like, oh my god, it was so funny, Amelia. Like, he'll just like say, and I'm like, I think it's so sexy when people say my name when like they don't need to. So I've been trying to implement that more when I'm talking to men.
Now that I'm thinking about it, when Mr. Liz says my name in general, I think I'm in trouble.
Ooh.
Well, because he always calls me nicknames.
Oh yeah.
Like
that's true.
Names. Like, he almost exclusively calls me my pet name.
That's really sweet. I really like that. We were just saying this before we were recording. I fucking love pet names. Truth or drink. If you don't answer this, 3-second chug.
Okay.
Describe the most embarrassing time you got turned on.
I don't even know if I have an answer to this.
Guess you're gonna have to drink.
Yeah. Well, because I'm like, I don't know.
You
I feel
would
like
answer if you could think of something.
Yeah.
Good thing we have 2 options here at Truth or Drink.
All right.
I'm trying to think what my answer would be to this, and I actually don't know.
I mean, I think maybe the closest is when I was watching Star Wars with Adam Driver for the first time.
Damn.
As Kylo Ren, and I was like, ugh, what is this feeling?
But that's also, that holds water. I feel like a lot of people.
Yeah, he just has like a magnetism about him.
There's something about that large man.
It's also just like that kind of vibe I'm attracted to.
Yeah, that makes
like
sense.
the kind of like mysterious, like magnetic, moody vibe.
Other M words.
Yeah, that's true. They're
masculine,
all M words.
marzipan.
Magical. Ooh, marzipan.
Okay.
Marketable. Money.
Mucho. Just mucho. Okay,
That's it. Just a lot. Okay. What is the weirdest role play you've ever done?
Weirdest role play. I'm trying to think. I haven't really done much role play.
Would you do role play?
Yeah.
What kind of like role play would you want to do?
I've always thought about like it would be interesting to do, not interesting because it's like very overdone, but like it would be fun to do the like
the schoolgirl principal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you serious?
No, I was just thinking like after the professor, I feel like that fantasy is kind of ruined for me.
Oh yeah, because he was icky.
Yeah, but I feel like before that it was pretty sexy. Maybe like the like
maybe it would be sexy if it was like you were seducing him and not like he was being inappropriate with you.
True. A lot of the
if the dynamic was switched a little bit.
A lot of the ASMR porn that like gets me off is like
you watch ASMR porn?
Yeah. Well, I mean like it's like the audio porn, like the narrative porn.
They don't whisper. They're not like, "Hey, I'm chewing gum and I'm gonna spank you. You've been a naughty girl.
This is your vagina."
No. No.
Okay.
I'm wearing the headphones, Amelia. How dare you?
That was our birthday gift to you. So I don't know. I mean, like I haven't done any straight weird role play, but I think I'm gonna answer what is like how weird would I go?
Yeah, that's a good.
I would go plumber.
Would you be the plumber?
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I wasn't thinking of it that way, but that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
I'm here to just clean out your pipes.
Window washer.
I'm here to snake your pipes.
I'm here to snake your pipes.
Okay. When's the last time you lied about having an orgasm?
Oh, God. I was probably like fucking 18.
Jesus.
Like, I lied. I think I've only lied once about having an orgasm.
What the fuck? Good for you.
And it was because, yeah, we both were virgins and he, like, had no idea what he was doing.
Yeah.
He went down on me and was, like, so excited. Just so young and spry and, like...
He was proud of himself.
Well, it was just not going well. And I was like... You can stop. And he was like, did you come? I'm like, yeah.
Sure did, champ.
I did.
Good job.
And then later, when he actually did make me come, he was like, so you were lying. And I was like, I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Oh, well, at least you were honest about it then. I would have been like, no,
like,
it was just better this time.
I know what you actually are like.
Oh, man. Wow, I can't believe it's been that long since you've lied about having an orgasm. Do you just always have an orgasm, or are you just upfront about not?
I'm just upfront. Like, if I don't have an orgasm, I'm not going to, like, pretend I did. Also, like, after college, like, guys just, like... They'll know if you had an orgasm. But when they're in college and they're stupid and selfish, they're like,
oh, God.
Did you come? They have to ask.
You know what the guys that I have sex with
If you have to
say?
ask, you didn't.
You know what the issue is? The dudes that I have sex with, they don't ask. They say, you came, yeah? Mm-hmm. Basically, every dude that I've slept with. Fucks.
Long sigh.
Except for Squints. Really, in the past, like, year.
He made it his personal mission to make you orgasm.
He did.
He was like, I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to take no for an answer.
Bless that man.
I've already put in so much work.
And I could tell him.
I want to see it through.
I could tell him if it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, that's fine too.
That was great. With these dudes that I've been sleeping with recently, I'm just like, I don't want to have the whole, like, no, I didn't come, and then them be like, oh, well, what? And then they, like, they start, like, getting on themselves about not being able to make me come, and I'm just like, can we just not do this?
I'm just going to give, like, a tip.
Please.
In the middle of this.
Love this.
If you know that the person you are having sex with did not come, one, if you don't care, you don't deserve to be having sex with anybody. You should just masturbate. Just stick to that. Just stop bothering people. Keep it to yourself. Mm-hmm. But if you do care, don't be like, did you come? How can I make you come? Just start doing it. Just go in for the kill.
Yes.
Just be like, and now it's your turn. Don't. Because if you ask, then that's annoying too. Because then it's like, I hope you say, I know I have to. Just fucking do it.
There have been a lot of instances, and I've felt a lot better about doing this recently, which I'm proud of myself for, so I'm going to share it.
Ooh.
Where we'll have sex and I won't come, and then I'll say, I didn't come.
I told Mr. Liz you do that, and he was like, if he had something in his mouth, he would have spit it up.
It feels really good.
He was like, that's fucking amazing.
It does. It's really changed the game for me because I'm like, no, my orgasm is important.
It is.
Fucking bitches. But yeah, something that really that clinched the division with Squints was him just like going in for it every time we would have sex.
Well, I think it also is just like when you choose to have sex with someone, like, you should care about how they feel.
Totally. Yes. Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but like that's like the gold standard for me is like, I want them to come. Like, yeah, I want to achieve that.
Yes.
And I think everyone should have that standard. Like,
totally.
But then also don't hinge your self-worth on that. Mm-hmm. But try. Come on, man.
Yeah. Just give it the old college ladies, try. Yeah. Just show that there's the intention is there.
But maybe before you hook up, just say like, so do you intend on closing the orgasm gap?
What are your thoughts on the orgasm gap?
Yeah, the orgasm gap is almost as chronic as
Grand Canyon.
I was going to say like global warming.
Global warming. Mm-hmm. That's what I said. Okay, it's your turn. Right? Yeah.
I have a question for you. Truth or drink?
Okay. How many?
Let's just stick with a 3-second chug.
That feels like a good like overall.
Yeah,
bet.
just like kind of a nice middle ground.
Cool. Unless it's like a real juicy Q.
Mm-hmm. A JQ, a juicy question.
A real JQ.
What habit did you have as a kid that was gross?
Oh, a few. I'm gonna list 3 because
okay.
I'm feeling real competitive right now.
Competitive to be the grossest kid. Are you the grossest kid in America? That's a new show. I'm pitching it. Grossest kids in America.
This is actually going to be probably a really disgusting part of the episode for people to listen to.
I'll tell you something gross too.
Okay.
Just as
like a little like
a bonus.
Like a little like
a little bonus
reward
bit.
For saying 3 things.
Yeah.
I used to pick my nose and eat it.
That's
as
common.
A kid. I feel like a lot of kids did though.
Mm-hmm.
But now I look back on that and it's like shit, that's where like all of these like sicknesses
If
start.
she's listening, I know you used to pick your nose and eat it. You told me about it.
Damn.
I watched her do it when I would go and visit.
Damn.
Okay.
You know what? I used to
Are you about to give us 4 things?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm swapping one thing out.
Okay.
I'm sticking it to 3. I used to, the bottoms of my feet, I would walk around barefoot a lot, so like my feet would peel, and I used to like peel off all the skin on my feet, but it was like they were like thick pieces of skin. It wasn't like the top layer.
I do that as an adult, so.
Oh god, the thought of it used to hurt so much as a kid that I'm like tensing up thinking about it.
You're not supposed to do that when it hurts.
No, I know it, but I did. Not cute. And then I also used to eat toothpaste.
That definitely
It's gross.
It's not good for you.
No, that's what my dad was like.
It's really bad for your
Amelia,
stomach.
you're not supposed to. Right. But I was like, it goes in your mouth anyway,
It
so.
tastes good. Like, you would brush your teeth and swallow it?
Nope, just out of the tube. But like, it wasn't like.
For what? Like a treat?
So one of my best friends growing
Toothpaste
up.
as a treat?
One of my best friends growing up was like mad toxic. Like she was like awful, and like all of my therapists when I was a kid was like, you shouldn't be friends with her anymore. And I was like, oh well, you know nothing. I am 9 and I know best. She would like influence me to do all this really fucked up shit. She got me in trouble once at Buca de Beppo because I drew like a sex scene on the tablecloth. And
Buca.
They found it at Buca de Beppo, and I got reprimanded. But
the people who work there or the parents?
The people that work there told the parents. I don't think my mom ever found out.
What did you draw?
It was just like a picture of 2 people having sex in a bed. I didn't even know what sex was, but this friend was like really.
But how did you draw that? Were they stick figures?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
But she grew up to be an artist, like literally. Like she was always like very, very talented.
And so she can draw sex scenes herself.
Exactly. Yeah, now she's the best sex scene drawer in all of the land.
Can we commission her? Should we drop her Etsy?
Yeah, she's actually very talented. She also like went to boarding school, and now she's like a really great person, like really nice. She like got her life together, and I love her now. But she was awful growing up. All this to say, she would have me do the most fucked up shit, and eating toothpaste was one of them.
Did she have an older sibling who's mean to her?
She had 2 older brothers who she was really mean to.
All right. Well, they were probably also mean to her.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
what was your gross thing?
Mine's pretty gross.
Okay, go.
I would eat my fingernails.
Like swallow them?
Yes.
Wow.
I forgot about it until I read that question, and I was like, I did used to do that. I did it when I was really young. I remember doing it when I was too young to go to daycare.
Okay, wow. You were like really young.
Yeah. It's probably like 5 or 6.
You know what I'm thinking though, after you said that, like biting your nails and spitting them out, you're still getting all of the germs, even though you spit them out.
Why did I eat them?
I don't know. Why do people eat boogers?
I just would eat them, and I don't. Yeah, some people ate their boogers, and I ate my fucking fingernails. That's like how people have like, when they pull out their hair?
Yeah.
Some people who pull out their hair eat it.
Oh my God.
And it's like a deficiency.
Yes. That was on My Strange Addiction. It's called like tryptoticomania or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know, it's pretty common.
And like there was somebody, it's called, oh my God, it has a name. It's called like Rapunzel syndrome or something, where it like your body can't process the hair. So it just, you have a hairball in your stomach.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Do you have to get it like
surgically removed? Indeed. Sometimes it passes itself, but sometimes it doesn't. And you can look it up on Google. But there's a picture of, it was like, it's a stomach shaped hairball that they pulled out of this girl.
Oh my God, I want to see that.
You could look it up right now and find it easily. It's like
I'm gonna look it up
biggest
after.
human hairball. It's pretty amazing.
We're not made like cats where you can just like you all know what I'm talking about. I've woken up in the middle of the night to that sound.
They always do it in the middle of the night.
Please don't throw up on my rug.
They always do it in the middle of the night. I could do this all day. This is so fun.
It is really fun.
What's something you're glad your family doesn't know about you?
I'm gonna drink.
Yes, we did it.
How much? Should I finish it or
finish it?
Okay, that's like a 10-second joke.
Okay, do half of it. Nice. We finally have one that somebody couldn't answer, y'all.
I'm gonna finish this just for fun. Challenge accepted. Also, it's warm, so I just need to finish it off.
White Claw, White Claw has the best pops. All right, it's your turn.
Oh, that sweet, delicious mango. I haven't had it in so long.
It's the best flavor. I went to a brewery this weekend and ordered a White Claw because I'm basic. And
so if beer makes you feel like crappy, I can only have like 1 or 2 beers before I start to feel like shit. So.
Oh my God, the birthday boy, they ordered him a double IPA that was an 8.4% ABV, and he chugged it. It was like soup. Yeah.
I chugged an IPA once and I immediately spit it up.
Yeah, I believe it. Like, those are not meant to be chugged.
I did chug it after drinking an entire bottle of wine, so.
Oh my God.
I was in college.
Oh, your poor insides.
Well, I'll just tell the story. So, in college, we could get 3 bottles of wine for $9 at Sprouts. And that was within walking distance. but we still drove. So we would do that, my roommates and I, and we'd all get our own. We'd have 9 bottles of wine. So we'd all get our own 3 bottles. And that was in my red wine phase. So I drank an entire bottle of red wine and went to the bars. And then I was wearing a brand new shirt. It was pink and it had like a cross back. And it was like a tight crop top. And then I ordered an IPA, and one of like my guy friends came up to me and was like already drunk, and he's like, I bet you can't chug that. And then I was like, it's an IPA, I'm not chugging this. And he's like, I bet you can't do it, you won't. And then
like,
that's
bitch!
just, yeah, I had an issue with being like challenge accepted. Sometimes I still do. So against my better judgment, I chugged the whole thing. And then my best friend Anna came up to me and she was like, hey, you need to try this. And I was like, hold on, I feel like I need a burp. And then instead of burping, I spit up all over my brand new shirt. And she was like, Jesus Christ, Liz. And she takes me to the bathroom and she's like, we have to clean you up. And I was like, I'm sorry, it's like spit up. It's like I wasn't like throwing up on myself. I spit up like a baby from being too full. Being full of, oh, and also for dinner I had fucking soup. So I'm just like full of liquid. Soup, red wine, and an IPA. And then the women in the bathroom, everyone's your best friend in the bathroom.
Yep.
And they're like, oh my God, what happened? Because they just see this like red wine stain. And then Anna's like, some fucking bitch spilled her wine all over Liz. And then like,
that is a ride or die.
And they're like, oh my God, she should be kicked out. And they're just like shitting on this girl who doesn't exist.
I'm the girl.
And then she was like, who the fuck drinks red wine at a bar at like this late at night?
That's a good question. Wow, that's very like aware of her.
So I was able to turn the shirt around. So it was still like a cross shirt. It just showed more cleavage. And then I also had, I was wearing like a shawl, not a shawl, like a cardigan or something over it. So I was able to cover it. And then I continued to drink the rest of the night.
Oh my God.
I can't speak to how I was feeling the next day.
Oh my God. You see, I would have been down for the count. If I spit up on myself in a bar, I'd be like, I'm going home.
No, I was never going home.
Hell yeah,
I did
good
not
for you.
go home.
What's the difference between you and me?
There was a couple of times where Anna would be like, get your shit together.
Liz, look at me. Pull it together.
Anyways, don't drink a bottle of wine, guys. You don't need to do that.
I used to do the same. I used to drink Moscato, though, which is like almost worse.
Would you drink the
It's barefoot.
Yeah, the barefoot Moscato.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
yep,
like
with
juice.
We had really long silly straws, and we would bring the bottle of Moscato with a silly straw to every party.
That's classic. That's classic.
We thought we were so quirky.
Look at me. I just like put the silly straw in the bottle.
Look, I'm not like other girls.
I'm chronically interesting.
Chronically interesting, chronically depressed.
Anyways, I have a dream catcher.
From Spencer's Gifts.
I'm going to get some feathers in my hair.
And tinsel.
Yeah, I was going to say a tinsel. Did you see my new feather?
Oh my God. I want to bring back feathers.
I fucking love that new song by Kesha.
TikTok on the clock.
Do you like this blazer paired with my bodycon dress?
Oh my God.
I'm going to a business meeting, but slutty.
That sounds fun.
Wait, that's not what you were wearing to college parties?
No, slutty business meetings.
Slutty business meeting.
What I was wearing to parties in college was like jeans, a crop top t-shirt, and then a flannel tied around my waist.
Was this like before high-waisted jeans?
It was never an option for me. Like I always had to wear high-waisted jeans.
Oh, okay.
Because
I didn't know they existed until like 2014. 2016.
Oh, yeah, no, I was always wearing high-waisted jeans because nothing else would fit me.
I also lived in like I was in Arizona. That's very different.
Yeah, it's like a different world.
Generally, like I feel like you guys like were into North Face and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And then my friend who went to college in the South, they were like really into Sperry's.
Oh my God, I had Sperry's boat shoes. What a time to be alive. Okay.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yeah.
It's
my turn?
Yes.
When I read this, I wanted to ask you this.
Oh, Jesus.
What's the biggest misconception about you?
I've said this on the podcast before, but it's that I'm easy. A lot of guys think that I'm easy. Maybe I am. Who gives a fuck? It's not any of your business, okay? But I'm not.
Well, it's also, like, even if you were easy, what the fuck does that even mean?
It's a fucking stupid thing to think.
It's like a very objectifying thing to think about someone.
Mm-hmm.
To just be like, oh, I can easily fuck them. It's kind of like how how the men treat Cassie on Euphoria.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like an objectifying thing for people to think.
Mm-hmm.
And then it also, like, when you get that sense, like, that's their motivation behind, like, talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It feels icky.
Totally. I was talking to Demeter about this over the weekend. I always refer to him as my guy friend, but everyone that follows me on Instagram knows who Demeter is. But I was talking to him about this because, like, recently I've been getting more upset about dudes than, like, when him and I first started being friends. And he was like, I've never known you to be, like, easily, like, shaken by guys, because, like, I've had conversations with dudes recently about, like, not knowing how they feel about me. And I realized, I was like, I think it's because people go into situations with me thinking one thing about me and then finding out that I'm something entirely different. And if I feel like I'm disappointing them, then that's when it gets to me, you know?
Well, also, they think that they just know you based off of your content.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's like not even a fraction of who you are.
No.
Like, your content on TikTok is like a little bit of a bit.
Yeah. Oh my God, totally.
It's very exaggerated. It's still you, but it's exaggerated.
A theatrical version of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, aside from that, like, even on the podcast, like,
Yeah.
sure, we're bearing all for this podcast, but, like, no one sees behind closed doors the type of person you are.
Right.
Like, the type of friend you are,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, how much you care, and, like, the
Yeah.
things the challenges you face just in your personal life. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I've seen that other end of that too, like, just
Mm-hmm.
what you've been experiencing in terms of, like, people being like, oh, I've seen you on TikTok, and, like, I mean, it not to get on anyone's, I don't think this will get on anyone's nerves, but, like, to explain, like, Amelia has 500,000 followers on TikTok. That's a lot of fucking people.
That is a lot of people.
So just, like, and not all the people who see your content regularly are following you.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like, the people that I follow, half the time I'm not even thinking about if I should follow someone on TikTok.
You just see them a lot.
Yeah, because if I follow them, then I don't get their content as much on my For You page.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah, and then you have to go to, like, following, and then I'm like, this is fucking amazing. This
Yeah.
is the only content I
great
like.
People. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so just the amount of, like, people, like, seeing and absorbing your content regularly and then approaching you like that, like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, well, she's hard to please, and, like, also she's a sex podcast, so she must, like, fuck everyone.
Yeah.
And even if you did fuck everyone, that doesn't, like, entitle them to
Right. That's the thing.
have sex with you.
Yeah. It's just very, I feel like when we first started this and guys would, like, have an idea of who I was, I would feel differently than I do now. Like, back then I would be like, okay, like, think whatever the fuck you want to think. You know, I had, like, a more of, like, a what, but now I'm just kind of like, shut the fuck up. Like, get over yourself. It's shifted, and so it's affecting me more.
Well, also, like, just, you know, have a little bit of a brain and, like, recognize that content creators aren't just this idea on whatever platform.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. It's tough because I think, like,
and we work in marketing, so we see that more maybe than the average
totally
Joe.
It's tough because it's like when we do something like this, we're saying so much about ourselves that I think people think that this is all that there is, because we're being so open about shit, but it's like there's stuff that we keep so close to the belt.
Yeah, there is a lot. Well, and, like, the reason that we are open, I think you and I feel differently because we're in control of the things that we do share.
Yeah.
And even though we are sharing a lot, generally we decide after some time when we want to share something because we know it'll be for the greater good of creating a community and making people not feel alone, or helping encourage productive and necessary conversations that they have with their partner or their friends or in their community. It's just like, it's community focused. The things that we share, we know they're community focused, and that's what we try and like bring. But it is hard when people think like, and then you just there's some sort of moral implication to having a sex and dating podcast. The second you say sex, people are gonna add whatever their idea of sex is. Like, oh, you can't talk about it, it's scandalous and it's taboo. So they must be like just these crazy vixens.
God, that's so
sucking
so
dick
true.
on camera, like
and
versus
so
just like
what?
Hey, we should just talk about this more so it's less stigmatized, so fewer people feel uncomfortable and know more about their bodies, and also with less stigma there's less like necessity, or there's less desire for control over another person's body. If that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely.
Now I'm going off on a tangent, but
no, I mean, it's
anyways, I wanted to ask you that because I feel like as someone who's so in the public eye in terms of like your content, like I feel like there are a lot of misconceptions about you.
Totally. And a lot of them I like, because it's like,
you're like, bet.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I like when people think that I'm a certain way, and then like I've met some people that have come up to me that have seen me in public and they're like, oh my God, you're so much nicer than I expected you to be. And I kind of like that, because it's like, good. Like, I'm glad. I don't know. People.
I want you to think I'm a little mean and be afraid of me.
Yes. Oh my God. At the brewery where I got the White Claw and the double IPA got chugged, there was a guy there that I hadn't seen since like 2017, and he was saying that every time he sees me on Tinder, he swipes left because he's like terrified of me. And I'm like, good, because I'm like not a scary person at all. If you know me in person, like I'm not. People aren't intimidated by me. I'm just like really nice, and so people thinking that I'm not is kind of fun for me.
Incredibly nice.
I'm like cosplaying being a bitch, and I love it.
It does feel nice to be like a little like
feel a little powerful.
Be afraid of me, because no one actually is in real life.
Yes. Like, I'm so jealous. Like, I've always said like Liz is so like, you're so mighty and you like stand up for yourself so much, and I can't do that in everyday life. So I feel like I'm really like,
I do think it's crazy people think that about me.
Well, I know you really well, and I still think that about you, but also I know other sides of you.
I know.
So it's like, but still, I don't know. I'm like, I want some of that in my repertoire of personality, and I don't really have it.
Like, when people come at me with the fuckery, I still get scared being confrontational. I just do it anyways.
Yeah, nobody can tell that you're scared.
It gives me a thrill.
Ugh, I believe it. It looks so
a little
fun.
cheap thrill.
Jeez Louise. Okay, do you want to each do one more?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to find a good one for your last one. What's the most illegal thing you've ever done?
I mean, we know it.
What? Do we?
Oh, do we? No. You know what? The most, I don't know which one is more illegal. So I've sent weed in the mail.
Okay.
And I have brought weed on an airplane.
I think the first one is considered a federal crime.
Okay. What's the second one? Do they just take it and
I think at the airport they don't
throw
care.
it away?
Part of me feels like the only thing that they care about at the airport is like if you have enough to like distribute, and if you have a bomb.
Never. No. Neither of those things. If you have a bong, can you not have a bomb?
Yeah.
I was like, can you not have a bong?
You can have the weed, but not the paraphernalia that.
Well, because I was just like, if you have a bong, you can't just like whip out a bong and smoke it. Maybe you could, but like who the fuck does that?
That'd be kind of dope to just do that on an airplane.
If you had a bong, then they'd also definitely be like, okay, we need to look for if you have
what you're
weed.
smoking out of this. Yes.
Yeah, especially if you brought it on your carry-on. I feel like if you put it in your bag, they could look for it, but also they can't like prove what you're smoking.
I can never I can never check anything illegal because they go through my bag every single time. Every time I open up my checked baggage, there's always a note in there that's like, we went through your shit.
That was me when I had a skull suitcase with a gold tooth on it.
That's dope.
It broke. It was my favorite suitcase.
That sounds sick, though.
I know. I got it at Marshall's. But yeah, so it was plastic and it has like a skull. And then the only thing that's colored on it is the gold tooth.
That's so
and it's sick.
Cool.
And it would always get searched because I'm sure they're just like,
oh yeah,
this fucking person. And all they find in there is just like very neatly, I have packing cubes. I'm traumatized from traveling a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
So I have like all my packing cubes and I have everything. Everything has a place. And then my vibrator looks like lipstick. So
oh my god, those are the cutest little
yes. I planned it out.
That's
it's beautiful.
great.
And then they like, I'm sure they look at it and they're like, ah, fuck. It's just some bitch. Like
really organized.
Yeah.
Organized crime if this is a crime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's one of those things is the most illegal thing I've done.
Okay. I would
Send
say
weed in the
sending
mail.
through the mail.
This is the one to take it all home. What is your most embarrassing sexual experience?
It's a really good question. It wasn't something that I did, but it was still embarrassing. Does that count?
Yes.
A dude that
Just because I want to hear it.
a dude that I was hooking up with pissed the bed.
Ugh. Was he drunk?
Yes.
Ugh.
And like it was like we were both fucked up, but this was in college.
To be so
right after
drunk
college.
that you wet the bed, that's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty drunk. That's
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, I'm amazed that we were able to have sex. But yeah, he pissed the bed, and then I like felt it, like kind of like expanding onto my knee
Oh no.
because I was like laying on my side, and
Did you know that's what it was?
Yeah, there was nothing else it could have been. I'm like this warm, wet.
I would have left.
He pissed the bed. It was my bed.
Your bed?
Yeah.
I still would have gone to the couch or something.
I woke him up, and he was so fucking embarrassed. But it's like
I mean,
I was embarrassed just being involved in that.
wait, so what do you do with your bed?
I had like one of the Tempur-Pedic pads on the top, so it was like my mattress was saved, luckily.
Yeah.
But he was so fucking embarrassed, and he just like threw my sheets in the wash and then just kind of like sat on the edge of my bed while it was in the washing machine, and I was just like not like emotionally mature enough to know how to like be like, it's okay. And I was also like hungover at this point.
Yeah, so then you have to be hungover and comforting someone for being embarrassed.
And like just having like slept in his pee a little bit. It was a moment. That was probably my most embarrassing sexual experience.
You know what? When I dated the Scorpio, he was like, he got really drunk. We were just like hanging out with his friends and drinking, and I think I either didn't drink much or I wasn't drinking that night. And then we drove separately and he was going to drive. And I was like, no, you're like, you shouldn't be driving. And then I told his like roommate, I was like, can you please just convince him to like let me drive him? And then like he was all down for like letting me drive him. And then at the last minute, he was like, no, I'm going to drive my car. He got mad and was like, I'm going to drive my car. And I was like, what the fuck is your issue? Turns out a lot of things are his issue.
Yeah.
But that's not my problem.
Plot twist.
And then, yeah, so he's like drunk driving his car. Strike one. And then he like he slept at my place, and then he woke up in the middle of the night, and like I heard my closet door closing because I had all my bags hanging on it in the inside, and I was like, I rolled over because he's on my side of the bed now. And then I was like, what are you doing? Why are you in my closet? And yeah, he's like, I wasn't. I was just in the bathroom. And I was like, that is my closet. And then he like laid down, and I like went into the closet, and it was wet. And I was just like, you fucking idiot.
I've heard that almost exact story so many times of a dude pissing in a girl's closet.
Well, and then I can't remember what else happened. He was like a dick to me. Because then in the morning when he woke up, I was like, get up. I want you to leave. And then he like started crying.
Oh.
And then he made me feel bad. He's like, I guess we're breaking up. And I was like, no, you're just a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I just want you to leave because you
did it, like, you pissed in my closet, and, like, then when I told him that I had to clean it up, he didn't clean it up. And he didn't apologize.
Worst. That's just, like,
he's such a fucking idiot.
The lack of...
This man has a child now.
Oh, God. Probably pissing in the baby's closet.
Not enough time has gone by. Not enough things have changed for it to be okay for him to have a baby.
That's like too much character development he needed to go through before
exactly.
that. Yeah.
There are too many men who are like, you need way more character development. It's always a good signal for us to be
good place to end. Okay, well, happy birthday, Liz.
Happy birthday.
We did it. Happy birthday, listeners.
I'm so happy we had this baby.
Me too. This is a love child.
It is a love child.
I love that for us.
Me too. We were both really going through some shit.
Oh my God, I know. Look at us now. We've like grown.
Look at you now. I'm having another crisis, but it's fine.
It's fine. I just went through another one, so it's okay. It's just a series of crises.
As the sun comes out, so will I, but out of my depression.
Nice. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Seasonal affective disorder is a thing.
Mm-hmm. I increased my Lexapro, so I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Good. That's good. That's good. We love exercise in this household. Okay. Well, happy birthday to all of our angels. We love you so much.
We really do. Honestly, I don't know. The people who listen are the reason that we do this. Like, literally, like, they're such good people. And every time I'm like, this is so self-important of us. And I feel like I'm not doing anything that actually helps people. Without fail, someone will, like, send us an email or DM us or DM me and, like, say, like, I loved what you said, or like this meant so much to me, or like you have no idea how much you guys have changed my life. And we really don't, you guys. Most of the time I'm like, I'm such a fucking asshole talking about myself on this.
Damn. No, I feel the same way. It's so true. Like y'all have like a sixth sense for when we like need to hear shit. It's so interesting. It's like without fail.
I always do. I'm like, this is just me listening to myself talk. I don't know, but
see, I just like it feels. Whenever we get an email where it's like, I feel like you guys are like my friends, my thought always, and like it's not an exaggeration, like I actually feel like we're all friends with you guys.
Yeah. like we are friends.
Yeah. What do you mean? We feel like we are friends.
I think like you and I both understand like the type of energy we're putting out and like the type of people we want to be listening and the type of people we want to listen are. Yeah. And they stay. And then they make a community. Yes. And it's just people that, like, if they're listening and they like what we're talking about, they would be people that we would be friends with. Absolutely. So, yeah. I don't know.
And then, like, y'all connect with each other, and, like, that's so fucking amazing to us.
Just, like, watching you guys give each other advice.
And you've really been with us through so much, like, really tough shit in our lives.
The last 2 years have been a shit show, and we've had each other through this whole thing.
Yeah, and that's pretty beautiful.
It's a big fucking deal.
We love you so much.
Thank you. You guys are the reason we're here right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to go cry about this tomorrow to my therapist.
Damn. Same. Except Wednesday. All right. Well, we love you.
Love you, our children. Yeah, I was just like, what in the fuck was that?